Can we make Vivi work in set 7? Is this the best list for the deck? I don't know. This deck is just a bit of fun. Obviously not super competitive at like a regionals, but a decently fun list to take to locals. I did post a set 7 Vivi video. This deck list is a little bit different, incorporating Little Oars Jr., a pretty decent character to have on board that a few people suggested, and this list was sent to me by a buddy. I don't have whoever made the original list. Real quick though, to go over Vivi's leader ability: 5 life, red and blue leader, 5k power, but cannot attack. Activate main once per turn for resting 2 Dawn. You may draw 1 card and then give up to one of your characters rush. So decent way to keep our hand size pretty big and can be aggressive in some unique ways. Quickly going over the full deck list, we've got 4 Little Oars Juniors, 6 cost 7k body, 1k counter once per turn. If this character would be KO'd by effect, you may instead trash an event from your hand. So similar to Marco, except it's just KO by effect. Good against black decks, which is pretty hard for us because they recur their bodies so often that we just have to kind of rush them down. 4 Otama, 2k counter, minus 2k power on play to one of your opponent's characters. Mainly just a 2k counter. Next, we got 4 Sanji. This is a 2k counter that I was using back in like OP04 when I first made this list. I started playing and tried to make Vivi work. 2 Dawn, 3k power, 2k counter, but activate main once per turn. Take 1 card from the top of your life. You gains 2k power and then give it 2 rested Dawn. So on our 4 Dawn play, we can play this character out, give him rush, draw a card, and also get the top card of our life. So we're drawing 2 cards, 1 from life, 1 from Vivi's leader ability. And this is swinging for 7k now. They might not expect it. Pretty easy way to get your opponent to take 1 life pretty early. Next, we've got only 2 Marco. This is on play KO one of your opponent's characters with 3000 power or less. And on KO, you may trash 1 event from your hand and then play this character out from your trash rested. So just a very sticky body. We have so many events still, even after cutting some from our last list, that we can pretty much save this and keep it on board, thankfully, because we need bodies on board. Next, 4 of the 10 cost 12k Shanks on play KO one of your opponent's characters with 10,000 power or less. This pretty much targets many characters, almost everything in the meta right now. You know, yellow decks, not really seeing too much Katakuri, so we don't have to worry about the 12k power, 10 cost Big Mom. Really just seeing that 10 cost, 10k power Rush Ace for any yellow deck, which is in this range. So great body, great end game. 2 Shiraya, a blocker, 3 cost, 4k power, 1k counter. When attacking and when blocking once per turn, this character basically matches your opponent's leader power no matter how much Dawn they attach. Next, we got 3 Baccarat, a blocker that when opponent's attacking, we can trash any card and basically turn that into a 2k counter. So any dead card in hand, we can make into a 2k counter. Great blocker. Next, we got 1 ulti, just a little bit of spice. You know, a 4 cost, 5k body, 1k counter. On play, if your leader is multicolor, which Vivi is, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 to your hand. You do not reveal it, which is pretty nice. And then you can place the remaining at the top or bottom in any order. So Vivi's drawing a lot of cards, so it's pretty nice to be able to stack her deck. I think I would like to put this to 2, you know, just to try it out. I do like this card. It's nice to see it. If we don't see it, it's fine. We can always trash it for a counter or even make it 2k counter with Baccarat. Next, we got 4 Borsellino, the 7-drop AK body. On play, place with 1 character who will cost a 4 or less to the bottom of the owner's deck. Pretty good. Again, red purple law is still pretty in the meta. A lot of targets with this. Gakamora is still pretty around. You know, first on our 9 Dawn play, we can play this out, bottom something, then swing in for 8k while also drawing a card. Pretty good. Pretty good. Next, we've got our 10 cost 12k Kaido on play. If your opponent has 3 or less life, draw 4 cards. Vivi, we like to have a big hand size, so great body to play out when we can. It's very odd pacing sometimes because this is just drawing us cards, so we have to make sure those cards are probably going to be able to defend us because we won't have any Dawn left over for any of our 1 cost defensive events. Next, we've got 3 Pudding. No introduction for this card. If you've played against blue decks, you've got to be like worrying about this. You know, 4 cost, 4k power, 1k counter on play, your opponent returns their entire hand to their deck, shuffles, and draws 5 cards. So no matter how much they had in hand, they will now draw 5 cards. So say your opponent has a huge hand, 10 cards in hand. That's a lot. You play this out for 4 Dawn, that's 5 less cards. That's great value. Next, we've got 4 copies of the 6 cost 8k power Boa Hancock. On play, one of your opponent's characters other than Monkey D. Luffy cannot attack until their next turn, and then place up to 1 cost 1 or less character to the bottom of the owner's deck. Really good to kind of counterplay any big bodies that your opponent's playing. We do have a bit of a slower start, even though we're red and can give things rush, you know, so this kind of slowing down your opponent's tempo really does help. Next, moving on to our events, we've got 4 Radical Beams, 1 Dawn defensive counter event. Your leader gains, or a character gains 2,000 power, but if you have 2 or less life, it's 4,000 power instead. Great defensive event. We've got 4 zero cost events. This is trash 1 card from your hand, and then you get plus 3,000. Again, we have a lot of dead cards, and it is pretty good to be defensible. Pretty good zero cost event. 2 Happiness Punch. I do love Happiness Punch, but we just had to make room for some more characters in this list. Counter, up to one of your opponent's leaders or characters gets minus 2,000 power for the turn. So if it's, you know, a character that can restand itself, like the 9 cost green Zoro character that can restand itself 3 times in a turn, this gives it minus 2,000 power for the turn. And then if your leader is active, which Vivi can't attack, so for the most part, she's going to be active, give an additional character or leader 1,000 power for the turn. So we can split this, you know, it's a great way to prevent up to 2 attacks per turn, honestly. And then we've got 3 Gravity Blade main for 7 Dawn. Place 2 cost 6 or less characters in any order at the bottom of their owner's deck. Pretty good. And then a decent trigger, place up to 1 cost 5 or less character at the bottom of the owner's deck. Pretty good list. I like it. I like the additional bodies. Before, I was playing very defensively with Vivi, just kind of waiting until we got to our big bodies on our Boa Hancock, the Borsalino, the 10 drops, and kind of playing around that. But now we have a bit more mid-range with Little Ors Jr. on our 8 Dawn turn. You know, he becomes a 7k rush. Pretty good, pretty good. So let's try this out. All right. I think we got to take a second. Not the best hand, I gotta be honest. I do like the Shiraya and the Borsalino. Alright, that's a little bit better. A little bit better. Our character's a little bit higher power, so it's gonna be a bit harder for him to reduce and get rid of. Alrighty. It's gonna swing into us. Do I take this? Yeah. Okay, zero cost event. Does he just bottom my Shiraya? Honestly, that might be... Can't really use any defensive events for 1 cost. That's why I'm just debating just using leader ability and passing. But I'll establish a body, sure. If he gets rid of it, he still has to use 1 card. Like 1 Gordon to get rid of it. And he's only... He's at 5, so maybe he wants to play out the, you know, Miss All Sunday or the kid blocker, which would be good for him. We're going to 6 Dawn next turn, so we can play out either of these, you know. Can't swing or use leader ability. But okay, yeah, getting rid of 1. That's good. Honestly, that makes it really defensible to play out the Boa Hancock next turn, because that requires 2 cards, a Raise Max or a Gordon to get rid of. Alright, Reiju, drawing cards, okay. But getting him pretty low on Dawn. I will block out this. Again, just put me up a little bit more defense. Okay, 2 Boa Hancocks really helps. Boom. Bottom nothing. But now only has 2 swings. Just trying to keep ourselves as healthy as possible because we have that 10 cost Kaido as soon as we get 1 swing in. Next turn, I can Little Ors Jr. or I think Boa Hancock's probably the better option because that's 8k body versus 7 and Not really being KO'd by effect. If this had the same effect as the new Basil Hawkins blocker, if it was just removed from the battlefield. All right, 9 at us. I think we just take this because, yeah, have to kind of. And also a 2K count is good. Passing. So we'll go boom. This also does not become as good for him because my leader's always going to just be 8K. I mean, 5K. My goodness, my brain is just not working today. So we'll boom, bam, same thing. Can't bottom anything. But now we can give rush so we can swing 8 up again. Pretty good. Blocks out. All right. That's good for us now because Reiju still can't swing. Next turn, we're pretty safe to play out Kaido. Like if I'm him, I'm trying to reduce one of these just to swing into it. Because you can't really just keep up 2 AK bodies. But he does have a pretty big hand. I wish I had a pudding. With the 0K, 0 cost and a 2K and some other counter in hand, I feel like, yeah, pretty defensible. If we Kaido, draw 4, gives us a pretty big hand size. He's at 6 Don. Definitely safe to get out 2 bodies. Okay, Fire Fist. Interesting, 4K. So still needs another reduction card. However, it is easier to swing into, which is what I would do. The 2K, okay, yeah. Now, if he has any more reduction, definitely would use it on the other one to swing into. Try and get rid of both my bodies is probably his best bet, but now he has 3 Don left to work with. He can't establish 2 bodies, really, unless he plays out a, I guess, a Shreya. But no, going for more reduction. Okay, wait, did he need another one? Or did I? She was at 3K, or are you just going to swing into it with 0 power and then reduce the other one? Do I have enough to 5K? I guess I could. Yeah, I that is a really hard thing to defend if he swings into a 0K power, but I do kind of want that body still on board. Okay, gonna... Alright. What are we playing out from hand? Another Reiju to draw. Okay, so still 2 Don. Alright, 7 at lead. I think I counter out of this. I think I'm going to give up the Borsellino and... I don't know, just the Borsellino. And just 0 cost 7. Because I don't want to get into Kid Killer range too quickly. Alright, yep. So we'll just swing 8 at life. And draw 4. Boom. What did I draw from that? A Shanks, a Borsellino, Pudding. Okay. Not too much counter, but some decent bodies. I can Gravity Blade next turn. I can Shanks. He's at 2 life. No blockers. Huge hand, though. So maybe Pudding is the move. Pudding. Okay, so he's drawing and ramping. A lot of 5K swings coming my way, but we have a ton of counter to get rid of this. Luckily, Little Wars Jr. is a 1K counter, too. I can totally see that card not having any counter. Give out the Marco. And the Little Wars Jr. Do I actually go with the ulti? Because for 10 Don, I can Wars Jr. and Pudding. Wouldn't have any, okay, what are we playing out? Wouldn't have any Don left to use leader ability, but still getting rid of 4 cards in hand. Pretty good. Okay. Alright, getting rid of a 2K counter in hand to ramp back up to 5. Alright. So normally, obviously you swing the lower power first and then higher power, but I'm not going for game here. I want him to take this, so then he's at 9 cards, then Pudding. So hopefully he takes. We Pudding him. Swing at... I think I'm safe to swing at his life. Like, I have... Do I need to? Ooh, actually, I wish I had the ulti. Actually, hold on. Wait, I can maybe just kill him. But then that puts me at 2 life. Minusing... Because I can Sanji out, rush, swing 7 at him. Still have 2 Dawn left over for a Rad Beam and a Happiness Punch. That might be enough. I don't know. That's really risky. That's really risky. I think I'll just leader ability off nothing. Leave all that Dawn open for my defensives. Yeah. Yeah, I think that... I could have kept the ulti in my hand to play her out, pick a card, and then leave those 2 Dawn up. Alright, let's do this. Give -2 to lead, and then get out of that. So that gives us 1 free swing. Boom. Get out of that. We just want to prevent ourselves from getting into Kid Killer range too easily. But I do want to leave some Dawn up to defend my board. So I'm going to bait him into going for game. I do have a Rad Beam. I did need to see what we had in... Alright, so we just count out of that one, yeah. Because now Rad Beam is active at 4k power defensively. His leader's still only a 3k swing. So even if he has 2 Kid Killers, we still definitely win if he's just going for a game or our life. Yeah, the 8k power bodies are very difficult for Red Purple Law, especially if you're just going to try to fully reduce them. It'd be better if he had 2 bodies to swing into both of my Boa Hancocks and just reduce them both to like a 5k. Makes it harder for me to, you know, defend. That I can get rid of with a Gravity Blade. I could just throw down the Shanks, but no, I should probably Gravity Blade, yeah. Especially if he plays out a second blocker. Yep, let's see. Like if I'm him, I'm playing out 2 blockers, obviously. Because then I have to guarantee that I can remove one of them. Yep. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Okay, we do have to use the Shanks. Okay. But still then, we have to hope that he doesn't... Actually no, this is better. So I Borsalino bottom, give Borsalino rush, swing 8, 8, 12. 8, 9, 12, sorry. And then hope that he doesn't have the counter. 8. See what he does with this first one. I can also go for his board. No. Do I leave up 1 for a Rad Beam just in case? He's countering out. He gave me 2 1Ks and a 2K. He might have no counter after this. I can also swing 5. No, okay. He blocked out the 8. Yep. Okay, GG. Yeah, he had the Kid Killer. If I didn't Happiness Punch his leader, getting rid of 2 swings, he might have had game there in a world, but I had a pretty big hand. Him ripping 2 cards did help him a lot. All right. Enel. All right. Not the best hand. Definitely want more bodies. Making us go first too. So we'll just pass. Flampe. All right. See, honestly, this is a decent matchup for why we I guess I'll play out the Shreya. He might. No, he can't get at to it yet. Play the Sanji, the 2K. Pretty good against any kind of Starvanel. Yeah. I guess I'll do that. Okay, good. Pretty good. Actually, I want that other Boa Hancock for sure. For sure. I'm not going to swing. Make him use the Gidatsu to pop something. But the big bodies we get will definitely help us. 2 Gravity Blades also helps. If he does play out a Gidatsu, we can bottom that. And then the Shirahoshi blocker. Another Shirahoshi blocker. Okay. My good. All right. Interesting. Interesting. I think we'll... Can't swing. Bottom, I guess. I don't know if I want to turn anything sideways. I mean, yeah, he's going to be able to just Gadatsu it anyway, but... Maybe I can bait him into using another Flampe, you know? Because if he's going to just stall the game out until he can use his Yamatos, I might as well just make sure he can't heal off it. I don't know. I do want just a couple more big bodies. Like maybe next turn we he can attack. Okay, that was oof. That was rough. We can Gravity Blade both of these. Or I can get him to use... Just use them. I don't know. Boom. Can't attack still. Now we can use leader ability. Boom. Draw that happiness punch. Cool. Pretty good. Given that he can't attack, let's get him to 2 life. Okay, cool. Not getting him down to 1. 2. Ooh, actually... He could just play out the Yamato to pop one of my, but not getting the heal off. Pretty good, I guess. Yeah. All right. That's fine, I guess. Do I bottom both of his blockers now? And then I can apply some pressure. Well, no, I only have 3 bodies. I want more bodies out. So this, boom, bam. That's good to have. Do I want my little body to swing yet? Let's go 7 at life. Countering out that early is kind of crazy. All right, that's fine. Give me some cards. Keeping the hand size small against Enel is good. Because next turn we can definitely... okay. That's fine with me. Next turn we can Gravity Blade the blockers. Depending on how our board state looks after this. He can Yamato heal, but... Alright. Guess not. Let's see how he plays this out. Maybe just stack the remaining 4 and try to KO the I'll take the life for sure. Is he just gonna keep going for my life? Because then yeah, that's fine with me, I guess. 4 Dawn left over. An Onami. Yeah, that's not going through. Okay, I'm glad that I didn't waste the 1 counter, but I've got so much counter now. Do I happiness punch this? I guess that's 3, and then 1 2K. Boom, bam. 2K. There we go. But now okay. Now I only have 1 Frankie to deal with. That's not... am I okay going down to that? What's my next play? I feel like I can get rid of both of these and then swing into... That's only leaving me 3 Dawn left. I can play Baccarat out. I can swing into life a few times. Or I can swing into... Yeah, maybe I take this. Maybe I take this. Okay, that actually helps. I can just slam that down, kill that, swing into Frankie, make him give me cards. Swing 5 to Frankie. Because if I can just get him to block out with those, great. And then We just slam down the Shanks. KO. 6 cards, 1 life. Only Onami. Next turn. Next turn, we can Gravity Blade both of these, and then we have a decent amount of bodies. Again, now we're 3. Okay, so can only kill the Shiraya. That's absolutely fine with me. Where else are you swinging? That is an easy 2K. Okay. Not enough bodies out. Oh, it's just the Gravity Blades. All right. I guess, yeah. Gravity Blade. The 2 blockers. I can play out Baccarat. I guess let's just swing into... But then that leaves me no Dawn up for Rad Beams. Baccarat's still pretty good because that's a 2K, but and a blocker. I think I swing into life with my bigger bodies. Don't turn this sideways. Because if we're at 1 life, 3, that doesn't... Yamato can't KO anything. Yamato can't KO anything. Baccarat still is technically a body, I guess. Or do I want to draw and just leave 1 Dawn up? I think that's better. Yep, okay, well that... I was hoping to get us closer to another big body, but that's fine. We can Pudding him too. That would hurt him. He's at 8 cards. Alrighty. Rude. That hurts. Oh my goodness. It's going for the banish swings. I don't know. I guess. Sure. Well, Rad Beam 9 and then 0 cost a Gravity Blade. We don't need it. Boom. 5 of us. I think I'll just counter out with the Baccarat. Okay, another 0 cost. That doesn't help me. I can play a Marco 9 because I kind of want to just keep the hand size down. So let's boom. If I lead ability, that leaves me 3, so I can swing 10 at. Okay. Actually, I think I'll just do 9. Give me like 1 card. Yeah. Because now I have a Rad Beam up still. Okay. I can technically swing at life with 5 and then 6, but that leaves both my bodies kind of sideways. Again, I don't want to turn the body sideways because I can't get KO'd by Yamato right now. Keeping his hand size down, playing out more bodies. That's our best bet right now. Unfortunately, we're not getting any bodies. But I can definitely defend this. Katakuri, that sucks. Okay. Rude. I thought he would put one of my bodies to my life, but sure. Because that does leave my ulti is definitely my first swing now. 5 actually my dang. Gravity Blade. I'm gonna counter out of this. There we go. Okay. All right. Just gonna KO that. Okay. Because now I have counter in case he plays out the 10 cost rush ace to get that 3rd swing in because I'm at 2 life. And then we have 4 bodies. Obviously 3 technically because that's going to pop either one of these. Katakuri. Okay. Never mind. All right. Let's see. What do you do here? I don't want to go down to 0 cards in hand, but I guess I have to. Because I don't want to take 2 swings this turn, and there's no guarantee that this is counter. Alright, alright. Ooh. Ooh, this... Okay, this changes it. Alright, so we swing... KO is Katakuri. Hopefully, he just lets that go. Yep. Kaido. That doesn't... Okay, that helps a bit. A 2K, and then all counter helps. These big bodies is what helps me against Enel, you know? And then this, obviously. So now... Okay. But he got rid of his life with that. Alright. Interesting. That he sacrificed the life. Oh, okay. We're just going for that then? We're just going for that then? That would require a lot of my... Actually, it's this... No, it's not the same. I don't win this war of attrition, I guess. I have to counter out of this. I didn't realize he put that to the... I was hoping for a 2k. I think I'm going to... Little ores, I guess. I think I need my blockers. I don't know. That helps. Actually, that does help. He's always 5 cards in hand. There's a math here. I think we might just be able to win it, right? We might just be able to win this with another AK swing. Pretty good, unless yeah. Okay, cool. What's the math here? So I have 7, 8, 12, and I need 8 Dawn for that. So I think we just swing 7 first, yeah. 7, and then rush out the 8. Hopefully he takes this because he's like, yeah, no. Alright, not a lot of counter. Alright, fine. Freeze. Bottom nothing. Give rush. Okay. So we still swing 8. I guess 9, just to guarantee it. So he goes down to 0 life for the next turn. Now he has to have rush, I guess. So he takes that. Boom. Bam. Please, no. Oh, that's so unfortunate and bad for me. I really wish. I should, I don't know. All right. Because now he just maths it out and it's easy. Yep. Because I only have 2k encounter and that's GG. All right, unfortunate. Definitely misplayed there. You can't really always play around triggers, but that's just what happens sometimes. And GG. It definitely could have won that last game. Played to what I thought would have been my best bet. Just unfortunate to see the trigger come out because we did have the 1k encounter that we would need to survive the the 5 and 10 swing from a rush ace. So I was playing around that. Can't always play out against bodies. We did see a couple of Frankies, so knowing that half of the Frankies were gone, can't always expect the Kikanojo. Should have looked through his trash, I guess, first before swinging into it, or just swung before playing out my Boa Hancock. So that way I know I can freeze anything else and then swing into the Katakuri. But yeah, definitely a fun deck for Vivi. Can't always expect to win them all, but definitely a really fun deck. Let me know what you think about the deck list down in the comments. Anything you would change, anything to do differently. Obviously, anything I do wrong in the games, let me know. But yeah, definitely a fun deck. Let me know if you check it out.